this is for the people that are using Business Central. We have a powerful tool in there, again, if you're not aware, called Query Builder, that allows us to build the most optimized way of accessing data out of BC. It also allows you to build things that aren't, right? We still allow humans to build it. And so sometimes people build things that aren't actually that fast. But it is again, as far as the method to pull it out, it is the fastest way because it is using read only. But some of the interesting things that come up, right? People are pulling all kinds of custom data. They're pulling it from, custom extensions that people have created for them, or from app stores or whatever it may be. And so one of the challenges people have is when they add those custom fields that are just there on their page, they then need to make sure that the dependency on that extension is there. Well, one of the things we've done now is we basically have found a way to, if you add a field, comes from one of those custom places, we automatically add the dependency in there behind the scenes. So when we publish, that is put inside of there, and you no longer have to worry about picking a field that doesn't have the extension on there as well. So we made that a lot more simple. Flow fields is another big thing, right? Sometimes flow fields that are inside of BC are, well, they don't always work good. Sometimes they're pulling some really challenging things. They might be pulling across different tables or stuff like that, and it doesn't allow us to access it at the table level. And so we have a flow field indicator on there to help you go, okay, maybe this is one of those fields that is not going to work. So it's just kind of a nice little thing in there. More informative debugging, right? Sometimes when you publish something and you get an error just saying, hey, something went wrong, that's not a lovely error. So we're giving you the details, saying the reason something went wrong is that now this is what you need to go look into your BC environment or whatever it is to find that out. We simplified the whole process again as a whole to make sure that people are, well, don't have to go multiple places. We'll just put it that way. And so you know exactly what is being put out there. And I'll take you through that in just a second. And then one other really big thing is we've had, and maybe less people know about this, but widgets, you can publish information to any page inside of Business Central. And so those are called widgets. And it was kind of a separate area where you would publish the widgets into there. Now we've moved that into this one area so you can do everything from that one place to do queries and lists, or again, publish widgets to any page. And a big part of that is the last bullet point on this is that we can now place more than one widget on a page. There were some limitations before on, it's basically one, and you could either have it in a fact box or you can have it in the fast tab, but you can have it in both. Now you can have multiple widgets in the fact box, multiple widgets in a fast tab, and it all works just great. So let me just show you a couple quick little things on this, and then we'll move on. Okay, if I go back to my connectors once again, and I go into Business Central one, you'll see that, again, we don't have to go into the list section. There's Query Builder right here. So that's already way easier to get to. And if we want to look at how we set up that list, a lot of that's still the same inside of here. In this very simple one that I have, I just want to point out one thing, right? This amount field is a flow field, and so it allows me to see that. And again, maybe this is a good candidate. Maybe it's one that's potentially going to cause problems. So all those things are in there. But one thing you will see is that there is no publish button over here. We used to have a publish button on this list, and it has been moved to this area. Oh, I actually I don't have it on. I haven't given myself permissions on this one. But the published area will show up inside of here. So basically, it'll be some extension information. And then we'll be able to publish whatever lists that we want and whatever widgets that we want to those pages all at one process. But there's no one at a time anymore. You're basically going in and saying, I'm republishing this, and here are the ones I want to add. So again, just a bit more control.